This film tries so hard to be like other films that it somehow makes it fun to watch.
This whole building is a satanic cult.
Hey, my name is Alex, and if you're new to the channel, I talk about films in a more conversational way, and I try to answer one simple question. Is it worth the cinema ticket price, or in the case of a TV series, is it worth your time? So, what is They Will Kill You all about? We follow Asia Reeves, played by Zazie Beetz, who's an ex-con that takes a job as a housemaid in this evil-looking hotel in New York. While working there, she discovers that both the residents and the staff are Satanists, and every month they have to make a sacrifice to preserve their immortality. But Asia is not an easy sacrifice. She has been hardened by 10 years in prison, and her real reason for being in the hotel is to find and reunite with her younger sister. Cue the chaos, blood, limbs, and absolute madness. Now look, let's be honest, you need to be ready for what this film actually is. It's rated 15 here in the UK, or R in the US, so it's violent and it doesn't always make sense. Well, actually it doesn't make any sense, but that doesn't really matter because there's a lot of comedy that comes from how ridiculous it is, and the action sequences are genuinely good. The story jumps around constantly, mostly to serve the action rather than any real logic, but that's fine. This is clearly a pulp action film. It wears its influences on its sleeve, especially Kill Bill, with similar style, editing, lighting, and framing even looks very similar. What it doesn't have is the sharp dialogue or storytelling you get from Tarantino, but there is enough here to keep things entertaining for the hour and a half that it's running for. The action is full on gore. Limbs get chopped off with machetes, there are gravity-defying kicks, blood sprays everywhere, and there is even a scene where a severed eye crawls through a ventilation pipe following the main characters. There's also a talking pig head on a stick that gets brutally dealt with. I don't want to spoil too much, whether that's a reference to Lord of the Flies or not, but it doesn't really matter. Again, what matters here is that the action is well choreographed, the music is well picked and well timed. There are some genuinely good laugh out loud moments, not because of the jokes, but just because of how absurd everything is and how absurd everything on the screen is. And the cast clearly has fun here, being in this film. Zazie Beetz fully commits to the role, and she's this relentless, toughened up outcast, and you can see the physical stretches she had to go through with all the action sequences. Patricia Arquette is also in it. She plays the hotel's matriarch with the right level of intensity, and I liked seeing Heather Graham also playing one of the rich residents who at one point she literally loses her head and then grows another one. It's completely bonkers, but that's, to be honest, exactly what makes it enjoyable, as long as you know what you're getting into. So, is it worth the cinema ticket price? Not really, but this will be a great watch at home when it hits streaming, because it's loud, it's messy, it's chaotic, it's fun, it keeps moving and never really lets you get bored. It just, the only thing is, doesn't really stay with you after it ends. You won't remember this as a strong reference film on Tarantino. And that is my review to They Will Kill You. If you enjoyed it, give it a like and don't forget to subscribe. I'm Alex, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.